Maya had been mopping the diplomatic wing of the station for 6 quiet months without a single incident. She was invisible, and that was exactly how she liked it. She worked the night shift, stayed silent, moved with methodical precision, and collected her pay without drawing attention. Then the imperial delegation arrived. The throny emperor had brought his entire court to negotiate trade agreements, advisors, guards, physicians, and, among them, his youngest son, Prince Kale. The prince was small, about the size of a 3-year-old human child, though much older by throny standards. He traveled with an entourage, 3 nannies, 2 medical specialists, 4 security officers, and a complex array of environmental equipment designed to maintain his fragile crystalline physiology. Within 48 hours, the delegation was in crisis. Prince Kale wouldn't sleep. Or rather, he couldn't. He lay in his specialized containment crib, his translucent skin flickering through distressed shades of gray and violet, emitting a piercing, rhythmic wail that echoed down the station halls. The nannies tried everything. Traditional throny lullabies, harmonic sound therapy, medications, sensory recalibrations, nothing worked. The prince was exhausted, unstable, and the emperor's fury was growing by the hour. Maya was mopping the corridor outside the royal suite when she first heard the screaming. She didn't think. She simply followed the sound, mop in hand, step by step, until she stood in the open doorway of the prince's chamber. Inside, 3 frantic attendants were attempting to soothe the glowing, trembling child while the emperor watched, arms crossed, his expression carved from stone. "Excuse me," Maya said quietly. The room froze. "I'm sorry to interrupt," she continued, hesitant, "but, may I try?" She nodded toward the prince. "I used to work in pediatric care, before this job." The emperor's eyes flicked toward his head nanny, who shrugged helplessly. With a dismissive wave, he said, "If you can stop this incessant noise, do it. Anything." Maya set her mop aside and approached the crib slowly, her voice gentle and steady, the same tone she'd once used with frightened human children. "Hey there, little one," she whispered. "Rough night, huh?" The screaming faltered. Not stopped, but changed. The pitch softened slightly, as if a thread of awareness had registered her voice. Maya reached down and lifted the prince carefully, cradling his fragile, crystalline body against her chest. She didn't use any medical technique or alien method, she simply held him and began to hum, a soft tune her mother had hummed to her long ago. Gradually, the colors of his skin shifted from panic purple to soothing blue, then gentle green. "It's okay," she murmured. "Sometimes the world is just too much. Too bright. Too loud. But you're safe now. You can rest." Within minutes, Prince Kale's eyes fluttered shut. His glow dimmed to a peaceful lavender hue. He was asleep, deeply asleep. For the first time in nearly 2 days, the chamber fell silent. Maya didn't move. The nannies stared, wide-eyed. Even the emperor seemed uncertain of what he was seeing. "How did you?" one attendant began. "He needed comfort," Maya said simply. "Not medicine. Not machines. Just someone to be there." The emperor stepped forward slowly, studying this human woman in her plain gray uniform, holding his son as though it were the most natural thing in the universe. "You will stay," he said at last. "It wasn't a request. I already have a job," Maya stammered. "You have a new one," the emperor replied. "You are now the prince's primary sleep attendant. You will travel with us. Ensure he rests. Your compensation will be significant." Maya wanted to refuse. This wasn't her place. But when she looked down at the sleeping child, his soft glow reflecting against her arms, she knew she couldn't say no. For the next 3 weeks, Maya held Prince Kale every night. She learned his rhythms, when to rock, when to hum, when to stay perfectly still. She discovered which temperatures soothed him, which harmonic frequencies lulled him into calm, which quiet motions helped him drift away. The throny physicians were baffled. By every scientific metric, she was doing nothing remarkable. And yet, their prince, once chronically sleep-deprived and unstable, was thriving. On the final night of the delegation's stay, the emperor summoned her privately. "You have given my son something our civilization could not," he said. "Human warmth. Presence. The simple assurance that he is safe, that he matters. He paused. I am offering you a permanent position. Travel with us. Be his attendant, his companion. Name your price. Maya looked through the doorway to where the prince slept peacefully, his crystalline skin glowing faintly like a living star. She smiled softly, she accepted, because sometimes, the most important work in the galaxy isn't done by diplomats or scientists. It's done by someone with a mop, a quiet heart, and the courage to hold another being, and remind them they are safe, they are seen, and they are loved.